Salaki, brothers, I was interrupted, but in response to all the chaos Esau created in the first place, then he's gonna come with wrath, with his troops, and he's doing this because look, he knows that Yahweh Shai is on his way back. Yahweh Shai, which is coming forth to destroy him. Okay. In Isaiah 19, this is the perfect chapter to end out on, because this is, look, Isaiah 19 specifically, this is this is exactly what's going on in the earth right now. Isaiah 19:1, the burden of Egypt. Behold, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, rideth upon a swift cloud. He shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And this is what Yahweh Shai is coming with. That's why in Revelation 1:1 it says he rideth upon a cloud. You know? Because that's how Yahweh Shai is coming back in what's called a so-called UFO. And that's what there was an image that was seen from NASA that they said there was a UFO bigger than the size of the earth coming in quickly towards the earth that they seen an image of. So that's exactly prophecy right there. And how much more when that UFO actually returns with the legions of UFOs to destroy. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. The modern day Egyptians is the Americans, right? These Babylonians. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. You see? So there are Egyptians fighting with one another today. You got Jacob versus Esau. You got Esau versus Esau, the Democratic left versus the right, versus the alt-right. You know what I'm saying? And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits. So, and to the wizards. So that's pretty much what's going on right now. These people don't have any answers. And that's why you have a lot of people that watch our videos to seek answers to what's going on. But as well as you have people that are counseling with their, with imams in Islam and Christian pastors, as well as straight up fortune tellers, man, wizards, witches. Because what? They're doing that in a time of stress. Because in times of duress, it's an instinct within people to get into spirituality. People become spiritual when they're getting afflicted. Because for the longest, these Americans they live in a carnal day-to-day life, worried about Instagram. Now people trying to get in touch with the spirituality, but they can't receive it because they're wicked. It says, and the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them. You see? And that's exactly what's happening. There's a cruel Lord ruling over America, which is the Edomites, man. And as well as Donald Trump, because look, a lot of this guy's saying a lot of his quotes, if you will, things his social media posts quote allude to him being cruel. It proves him as being cruel. I wouldn't even say allude. It proves him to be a cruel person, because you had one quote he said, when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Meaning if when Jake was to start looting in these different cities, he's gonna start shooting people. So let's go down. So we going down to verse 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and there's a wicked spirit in the midst of Egypt as we speak. And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And that's why you have the current economic situation. Multiple small businesses that are going out of business, giant retailers that are filing for bankruptcy because they're erring in their work. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai put that in the spirit to do. Put that in their spirit to do. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt which the head or tail, branch or wash may do. And that's pretty much have been the situation for a majority of Americans. About 50 million Americans since the coronavirus kicked off. 50 million out of 300 million, 340 million filed for unemployment. So there's no work out here. It says, in that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. So that has been the situation for several months in America. These people bugging out for lack of jobs. And then it says, in the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. So it happened in that direct sequence. You have people losing their jobs because of COVID-19. And then all of a sudden you got Judah rising up amidst of that. And these Edomites are afraid. That's why you got Karens trending on YouTube and different social media, pretty much showing themselves to be out of their damn mind. Karen meaning the Edomite woman. Showing themselves to be completely out their mind, calling people niggers and calling Hawaiians niggers and shit. You see what I'm saying? Just out of it. Because they know in their spirit that they're afraid of becoming a minority. A lot of them are losing their jobs, but now all of a sudden Jake is rising up. Jake is talking about Black Lives Matter. And that is a sore sting to Esau. They're afraid of because of this. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of the Lord of hosts, which he hath determined against it. Hey, so this is what's going on. These prophecies are kicking off. So I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakwadash, and Shalom.